Good morning everybody and welcome to Jim's 5am Club, and today I come to you from another awesome location up here at Port Stephens, and I come to you once again, and I've been here before. I'm at Berube Point at the northern end of Stockton Beach, a beach which seems to go on forever. So let me just do a quick pano just to show you what I'm talking about. But this beach goes for I think 32 kilometres all the way down there to Newcastle, to Stockton, and where I am now is at the northern end of Stockton Beach, which is called Berube Point, and it's near a place called Anna Bay. It's I think low tide at the moment, and it's just an absolutely magnificent day, a great day ahead for all of us, and it's great to be alive and well, and a day to think about our brethren and our friends in Melbourne who are going through their COVID-19 challenges. New South Wales seems to be under control at the moment, but Melbourne are going through some tough times. So my thoughts are with all my friends and people that I know in Melbourne, and just wishing and hoping that everything works out for you guys and the struggle is at least brought to an end quickly, because it's not only a health challenge, it's also a financial challenge as well, given the economy needs to get up and going. Anyway, on the topic of business, I'd love to take some time now to chat to you about a topic which I've got near and dear to my heart. Many years ago I worked for an organisation called Telstra. I joined Telstra when it was still Telecom, and it joined up with the Overseas Telecommunications Company in a merger and became Telstra. I remember back then being invited to a presentation that the Chief Executive Officer, Frank Blunt was an American who was brought to Australia to take over the Telecom OTC merger, and to turn this government organisation into a world-class international telecommunications giant. So I went to this presentation, which was a closed audience, and a lot of the people in the audience were CEOs from other organisations, as well as the media and political figures. And I was quite surprised that Frank Blunt actually presented to all of these people the Telstra strategy, in terms of what he was going to do and how he was going to do it. You know, in chapter and verse, he basically spewed up his guts and told everybody everything that he planned to do and how he planned to do it, which to me was surprising, but it was also surprising to a lot of people in the audience. And I remember one of the journalists during the question time asked him, said, Mr. Blunt, we appreciate being invited today and being part of your audience, but we're absolutely surprised that you've actually told us all of your strategy, exactly what you're going to do. And he said, aren't you guys worried? Or isn't Telstra worried that the competitors will catch on to this strategy and gain from your strategy? And Frank Blunt's reply was an absolute cracker, because being an American, being open to competition and to a tough competitive environment in the States, Frank was very, very confident and capable, and said to everybody, he said, guys, in his American accent, it's not about strategy, because basically, in his words, everybody knows each other's strategy. It's pretty simple. There's nothing special about the Telstra strategy. Anybody can figure it out, anybody can work it out. But he said the absolute key is not the strategy. He said the absolute key is not the strategy, and I'm just saying it in his words, but he said the key is in execution. He said what will separate the leaders from the also-rans in the Australian telecommunication industry is not the strategy, but the execution of the strategy, because execution is everything. Check out what's happening behind me now. Execution, he said, is absolutely everything. So where does this take us? It's a very, very important point for us all to consider, and for the young people and people who are listening and want to learn. The most important thing in business, the most important thing in your life, is not what you plan to do. Not what you plan to do at all. The most important thing is doing it, getting it done. Lots of people talk about stuff all the time, and you'll have lots of friends who are always chatting and talking and saying, this is what I'm going to do, and blowing their mouths off. But very, very few people execute. Very, very few people put the rubber on the road and get things done. Everybody talks about it. Everybody chats about it. But very, very few people can deliver. So the key is delivery. So check this out, guys, behind me. Where else in the world can you be 2 hours from Sydney and see camels on the beach at sunset? It's just magnificent. The equal of Dubai, it's better than the Sahara Desert, because you've not only got the sand dunes, but you've also got the water, you've got the beach, you've got absolutely everything. So to all my friends and family, whenever you're up here at Nelson Bay, come on down here to Stockton Beach and give the camels a go. It's like you're in another country. Absolutely fantastic. Look how beautiful that is. That's a camel train to end all camel trains. Beautiful. So, to all my friends, let's finish off with what we were saying today. What we're basically saying is that it's not about the strategy. It's not about what you want to do. It's about getting it done. And as I mentioned before, Frank Blunt, the CEO of Telstra, the man who was in charge of transforming this big, fat, lazy telecom of Australia and turning it into an international competitor, said that it's all about execution. It's all about getting things done, not about talking about getting things done, but getting them done. So Frank was in a position there to hire the best people in the world to come and work for Telstra. And I happened to work with a number of outstanding executives back there in the time when I was at Telstra. And I'm very, very happy and very, very fortunate to have been part of that whole era. For those that are not aware, I worked in a team there whose role was to work with US and European multinationals and get them together with the government to come and set up their regional headquarters in Australia, and thereby use Australia as their telecommunication hub for their Asia Pacific headquarters. We had a number of successes back in those days, and it was great times indeed. I remember working with Peter Kaliaropoulos, John Nematala, Theo Tsepepis, and a whole host of gun salespeople, and we put together some awesome deals back in those days. But like everything, the politics overwhelmed the results, and it didn't last forever. So what a wonderful outcome today. I came down here just expecting to do a vlog, and we also got to see the camels on the sand here at Stockton Beach, and just added another dimension to today's vlog. So once again, let's finish off with our positive affirmation. I'm alive, I am well, and I feel great. To all my friends and family, stay connected, stay relevant, and most importantly, don't just talk about things. It's important to have plans, it's important to have a strategy, it's important to have goals, but you gotta deliver. You've got to actually take action and keep on going until you land or get to where you want to get to. So as Frank Blunt said, it's not about the strategy, it's about the execution. The execution. So all the young people out there, just remember, it's all about execution. It's all about doing, not saying, not mouthing off in terms of what you're going to do and who you're going to be. It's action. We want to see action. So take care, and until tomorrow's 5 a.m. club, we'll chat again, and I look forward to coming to you from another location and chatting again about another topic. Don't know what it's going to be. As I've said before, we come unscripted, unprepared, unedited, and unplanned. So whatever comes out, and it comes from the heart. It's authentic, and it's not contrived. There's no agenda behind it, and there's no games. I don't play any games. I just talk it as it is. Bye for now, and we'll chat again. Yasas. Ha!